Well, good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Trap Lines and Inlines. It's a beauty day up here. Start of September here now. It's been a few weeks since I've been up at bush camp here. Been busy with harvest and whatnot, so it's good to be back giving her. Today we are going to be putting in some windows, me and Wolf Dog, on the little cabin here. So you can see I just had them boarded up here now, so I didn't have bears in the cabin when I was sleeping in there, because that would suck, eh? So I got 5 windows here. 3 of them are 24 by 24, and those ones are like 30 by 15 or whatever they are. We'll have to take my boarding off here. There's one on each side there, one here. Those are all the 24 by 24 windows. And then there's 2 to go up there, which I haven't cut out yet, so I'll probably chainsaw that out. That'll be quite a funny endeavor, but yeah, so I'm glad to be back up at bush camp. You can see I've started on some of this wood plank side, and I got all these here. It does look a little funny right now. These planks are all dirty, and but once we get the windows on, get it all put up around there, and we're gonna stain that lumber there too. It's gonna look pretty good. I think I kind of have an idea in my head how it's gonna come together, but right now it looks a little fucked. Just trust me on this one, boys. Anyway, let's get putting these windows in. Can't wait to finally have windows in here. Okay, time to put our little window in here. You can see here there's nothing miraculous about how... Oh shoot, almost dropped her. You can see here there's nothing miraculous about how I've cut it here. It's actually pretty sloppy, but it don't matter at all. And you can see like my house wrap job. It's not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but don't matter. It's sealed up good. Okay, so this is flashing tape. It's expensive, and it's a pain in the ass to work with. Well, actually, it's not too bad, but I'm just eyeballing a piece here. Just eyeballing a piece, and we'll start on the bottom here and overlap it about a couple inches either side. This is 4-inch thick stuff. I know there's thicker stuff as well. So rip this here off. You gotta be careful, because this will like literally peel the skin off your fingers, man. And we'll line it up right flush to the bottom of the window. Okay, that's awesome. Just push her down, get a nice good seal, and you want to make sure everything's pretty decently clean. And now we'll take another piece about that exact same size, and I'm just eyeballing this. It don't have to be perfect at all. It's another piece. You gotta peel this stuff off the back of it, eh? Kind of a pain, but there we go. Now I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna put it right about 1.5 inch overlap on the previous piece. Doesn't have to be too terribly perfectly straight or whatever. Then I'll cut slots here right at the bottom. Cut it right down to the bottom. And then fold this here bed in. Push it down nice. You can see I don't have any sort of sill for the bottom of this window. The only reason I just don't. I'll be deadly fine without. And then I cut a piece here. Make it just a tad longer than it needs to be. Good God. Get ready to put this piece in here. Okay, and I'm going to line this edge up right to the end of this 2x4 here, the bottom of the window, and then there. We're looking real good. Now that whole bottom is covered because it's where moisture will accumulate if it ever does. You can see I've cut too far back here. I think I kind of ripped it or something. It's not the prettiest, but my tape will cover it up nice here. So now we want a piece about like that, eh? So we'll cut this here. Yeah, it's sure good to be back working on bush camp here. Just so damn peaceful out here. Leaves are starting to turn, and the air is pure. It's just so refreshing coming out to bush camp after being back in society there for a short period of time. Just like that, eh? And we're lining up right flush with the edge of our window. You see, I had just taped this up momentarily with some tuck tape, eh? So that's kind of why it looks a little funny. You can see how it has stuck to there and peeled a little bit of it off, but no big deal at all. Cut it right about like this. And yeah, so I got 5 windows to install. This is the 3rd one I've done. And then I'll have to cut the openings in the upstairs there, which will be deadly. And I'm making quite a mess here, but way of the road. And we'll tuck this in right underneath here, eh? You see? And yeah, we'll get it lined up straight here. Or pretty relatively good enough. That's looking deadly. Now we take a piece and put it underneath this here stuff. This here flap we've cut with 2 angled slots at the top, you can see there. And once again, give her the deadly old eyeball there. So yeah, there's so much to get done here. Like it's gonna be chilly here sleeping, non-insulated, no wood stove. Get the wood stove, and then I gotta get the wood stove put in, and then I should get all my power stuff figured out before I do any of that insulating or anything, of course. And that'll be quite a bill and quite a bit of work there. So starting to feel a little bit of pressure here actually. I haven't had near enough time to work on bush camp as I thought I would originally. Right at the top. Man. See, now we'll tape this flap to the top of the window when we put it in. So now we got our window here. And mine are the ones with the nailing fin here. You can see. They're cheaper like this here. And what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna take a nice bead of silicone and run it all the way around the nailing flange, so it'll stick on there real deadly when we nail it in. And yeah, so just a nice bead of silicone here, and I probably won't show you that. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I got my nice bead of silicone on there. Messy shit, I hate working with it. You really can't put on too much. You're better to have too much than too little. And make sure you're putting your window in the right way. And I'm telling you this because it's something I would do. Put the fucking thing in backwards, huh? But it'd be very easy to put this window upside down, because it looks identical, but there's a little track on the bottom. This is a slider, eh? Little track on the bottom, and if you put that in upside down, you're gonna go to slide your window and it's gonna fall out. So take my level here. See, I'm looking pretty darn good, but I got it. This end's got to come up just a tad, eh? Just a tad. And I'm kind of just holding it in there. You see, there's a bit of a gap there. This is a 24 by 24 rough opening, and I think they make it. Jesus, that could have been bad. I think they make these here fucking things about about 3/4 of an inch or something like that smaller. But I'm just not entirely sure, eh? So I just kind of want to hold it here to where it's going to be deadly level. And I've kind of got the whole thing lifted up here. I kind of just got an idea for it, but you put a couple little pieces of something underneath, so you kind of have an even gap on the top and bottom, eh? But I guess I'm not that particular. So I'm going to start a nail here. And See, that's right about perfect right where that is. You see, it's just perfect on my level. And now that's looking real good. So now we'll just tack in another side here. Now I've just checked the other side here to make sure I got relatively even gaps on the top and bottom. It's just better that way. And then yeah, I was kind of just holding it up there. But a bigger window, I don't think you'd be able to do that quite as nicely. But these here, they're just it's held in there now. These are just 2-inch framing nails, and they're not really totally ideal. You really should have little screws, because you don't want to be nailing too hard around your window here. You're gonna beat the fuck out of it, Katie. So I just got my little, this is all I have, so I'm just being real careful with the hammer here. And I'm kind of just rotating. That one went in too easy. I'm kind of just rotating where I put these nails, so it goes in nice and evenly and straight and whatever else, instead of just nailing one side and then the other, right? This one's going in crooked. See, this is a problem. You get them going in crooked and then you can't nail the fucking thing. Okay, deadly, 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 deadly. So I'll finish nailing it in here in a sec. Just show you my level here. See how deadly that is? That's what we want. Take a nice step back here to see how it looks. Ooh, dandy, boys. Fucking dandy. Looks real deadly. Okay, and you can see I've already got the side ones in. And we'll build nice little window frames there with some trim there later on. But I'm going to finish nailing this in here, and then we have a couple other little things to do. Okay, now our window's in there and looking real dandy. It's nice and level, squared up nice. Sealed up good here with a little bit of silicone. You know, I put lots on there, a little bit oozes out. I'm not too worried about it, but it's not a bad idea to get rid of that a bit, wipe it up a bit. And now we got to tape up this here flap. And I would have just ginched it around here, put on this here stuff up here, but I watched a quick tutorial there on YouTube, and Buddy Guy figures you use a red tape here. Well, I tell you what, Buddy Guy, master carpenter there, he probably knows a lot better than I do, that's for damn sure. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this here flap, and we're going to tape it right onto the window. And that's going to be deadly. I'm pretty sure this is how he did it anyway. Up these sides over these slots we've cut here now. Deadly. Make sure everything's pressed down good and deadly. That'll be pretty deadly. Okay, now we'll tape up this here other side. Oh shit. Not deadly, but deadly enough. Okay. Looking good here. Let's show you a closer up of this here window. Okay, so we got the bug shield on there too, the bug screen there, so we don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Lord knows they'll be plentiful. You know, one really nice thing about a window this size here, I can have this here thing. Oh, I got her Jimmy. I can have this here thing wide open. Bear couldn't get through there, huh? Because that'll be a serious concern with everything here. If I had some great big fancy retard strong size windows there, then Bear, he'd get right through that there bug screen, and then we wouldn't be able to air it out in the summertime, hey? But now I gotta put these here 2 windows up front, up top here. That is gonna be absolutely zero fun, because the cabin is about, well shit, they go like will they be they're like 12 foot up there or something bigger than that, and it's sloped here off the top, and I'm the kind of guy that could drop a window like that, and kind of clumsy fucker, eh? So I'm gonna have to cut that their hole out from the inside. I'll probably chainsaw it because I'm lazy, and then put them their windows on, and that'll be the exact same thing here. And I'm excited to show you guys the finished product once we get it all licked together here, so it's gonna be deadly. Stay tuned. And I won't be doing this today, but after later on there, we'll take some spray foam and just fill in this crack here. Otherwise your window's going to be really drafty, and you know that'll take no time at all. And then you put your trim over top to cover that up, eh? Well, a little rough around the edges there, boys and girls, but that went a hell of a lot better than I actually anticipated. I just chainsawed the fuck out of them. See, these here are the windows that are going to go up there, and they're going to be side by side. And you would not believe how much just cutting them out opened everything up, eh? You can see in the fucking cabin now for once, which is deadly. And there is one fuck of a view from up there. And once the leaves come off the trees, I'll be able to see long fucking ways right onto the lake there too. Pretty deadly there, boys. Well, I got that last bit here taped up, and now it's time to take up our windows. I'm gonna have to put some silicone on them here now and carry them up like that, because I don't stand a chance up there. And I got real lucky there right at the end of my roll on the flashing tape when I finished it up. I usually don't get lucky, so that was deadly. Let's get them put in, boys. So there, I got them up there. It looks fucked from way down here. We're basically looking at them 90 degrees, but there was a couple times there I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna drop the window, but we survived anyways there, boys. Windows are looking real deadly. I'll show you those windows from up top. So yeah, here are my little windows. It's nearly dark now, so it's a little, the lighting's not that very good in here right now, but you can see my view out there. I'll be able to see the lake in the winter time. But these face the east, and my bed is gonna be right here, and this is where I've been sleeping. But a little sawdusty here now. But the sun's gonna rise in the east and wake me up every morning. It's gonna be deadly. And it'll be nice and cool right here where I'm sleeping. And yeah, it's just gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait. I'm getting sick of sleeping on this plywood floor though. Can't wait to get my bed in here. But you would not believe, like, I guess it's near 9 o'clock now here now, or 8 o'clock, or whatever time it is. I have no idea. The sun's setting here now, so it's dark, but at 6 o'clock there, this whole place was lit right up dandy, so I was a little worried it wouldn't be enough, but I was planning. Yep, it sure is getting pretty up north here. All the leaves are about to turn. In a week's time, it'll be about postcard worthy. And yeah, here's how the cabin's looking here now. It does look a little funny. My house wrap is far from perfect. You guys know that. But yeah, I got the windows in here. Nice little afternoon work here. I've been pissing around with the RAM charger and had to go get supplies, eh, my boy? So things are looking dandy here now. Me and the dog are gonna call it a night, but this will be the episode here now, boys and girls. Give you a bit of a walk around at the cabin here. I got hell of a lot of cleaning to do here one day, but yeah, things are looking pretty good. And once we get going on that house wrap, or fuck, the siding here, get that going, it's really gonna completely look like a completely different building, eh? So that'll be dandy. And yeah, you know, I was happy with just these little windows. You know, the cabin was lit up nice there before the sun set there. You know, it was lit up nice, and it'll give good air circulation. And you know, like I said, a little bear, he can't crawl through that window like a big window. He could through a big window, eh? So yeah, I'm real happy with how everything's looking, how the cabin's coming along. And like I said here now, boys and girls, harvest's over. Kind of just gonna be giving her here pretty good here. Got to do some more on the chicken coop. We're gonna build an outhouse, a shed, and I should build a skinning shack if I get around to it. That all needs to be done before winter here, and it'll snow here in a couple weeks probably. So pretty tight, pretty down on the wire here. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Trap Lines and Inlines, whichever side that may be on. If you want to check out the Trap Lines and Inlines merchandise, which helps me produce more and better videos there, links for that is in the description. Or if you want to join the crew on Facebook for a little extra content and updates and a little bit of group discussion there too. So thanks again, guys. Until the next time.